Mark Thompson was 34 years old and living what most people would call a normal American life. Good job, nice apartment, takeout on Fridays, streaming shows until 1 a.m. He wasn't rich. He wasn't broke. He wasn't unhealthy. At least, that's what he told himself. Every morning his alarm went off at 6:30 a.m. And every morning he hit snooze 3 times. He promised himself he'd start going to the gym. Next week, he promised he'd meal prep after this busy project. He promised he'd quit fast food once. Things calmed down. But things never calmed down. Deadlines piled up. Stress built up. Sleep went down. And slowly, almost invisibly, his health started slipping. The small signs. At first, it was subtle. He felt winded walking up the office stairs. His jeans felt tighter. He needed 2 coffees instead of 1. Then came the headaches. Then the back pain. Then the exhaustion that sleep didn't fix. One night, while brushing his teeth, he caught his reflection in the mirror. His face looked puffy. His eyes looked tired. Not tired from one bad night, but tired from years of neglect. For the first time, he didn't look away. He whispered to himself, "What happened to you?" The wake-up call. A few weeks later, Mark's company organized a weekend basketball game. He hadn't played since college, but he figured, why not? 5 minutes in, his chest tightened. 10 minutes in, he couldn't breathe right. By halftime, he was sitting on the bench pretending to check his phone while his heart pounded like it was trying to escape. That night, he couldn't sleep. Not because of pain, because of fear. He realized something uncomfortable. He had been living like his body was replaceable, like it was just a vehicle he could ignore until it broke down. But it doesn't work that way. The hard truth: health doesn't disappear overnight. It fades quietly. One skipped workout, one extra soda, one late night, one "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow had become his favorite lie. And he knew it. The decision. The next morning wasn't dramatic. There was no epic music, no viral social media post, no instant transformation. There was just one small decision. Instead of hitting snooze, he sat up. Instead of ordering breakfast, he made eggs. Instead of driving to work, he walked the extra 15 minutes. That was it. Nothing extreme, just different. The first 30 days. The first week was miserable. His legs hurt. His cravings screamed. His motivation dipped. There were nights he almost gave up. But he made a rule: no 0 days. Even if it was just 10 push-ups. Even if it was just a short walk. Even if it was choosing water instead of soda. He didn't chase perfection. He chased consistency. The change you can't see. By week 3, something shifted. Not his body yet. His mind. He felt proud. For the first time in years, he was keeping promises to himself. That confidence spilled into everything. He focused better at work. He slept deeper. He stressed less. His body hadn't transformed, but his identity had. He wasn't trying to be healthy. He was becoming someone who takes care of himself. 6 months later. 6 months later, Mark stepped onto the same basketball court. This time, he didn't sit out. He ran. He laughed. He breathed. Not perfectly. Not like a pro athlete, but fully. And when the game ended, he wasn't exhausted. He was alive. The real lesson: health isn't about six-pack ABS. It's about freedom. Freedom to run. Freedom to play. Freedom to live without fear of your own heartbeat. Most people wait for a crisis, a diagnosis, a scare, a breakdown. Mark didn't wait anymore. He learned something simple but powerful. You don't lose your health in 1 day, and you don't rebuild it in 1 day either. But every day counts. The final mirror moment. 1 year later, he stood in front of the same bathroom mirror. This time, he didn't whisper. He smiled. Not because he looked perfect, but because he looked present, strong, aware, alive, and he finally understood. Your body is the only place you have to live. Take care of it, because tomorrow doesn't fix anything, but today can.